Hi, welcome to Companial SoftTalk. My name is Olga Generalova. I'm a senior marketing manager at Companial, and today I am delighted to have with us Aiste Kytriene, who is a marketing manager at Softera. And Softera is a long-standing Companial and Microsoft partner with whom during nearly a decade we had numerous projects together and numerous successes. And today we would like to talk specifically about some of the successes that Aiste had in marketing. So let's start with introducing Aiste. Would you like to say a few words about yourself?
So as you said, I'm a marketing manager at Softera. Right now I'm focusing mostly on the Bankfeed app for Business Central and some other products as well. Softera is one of the few probably Microsoft partners who focuses only on Business Central and who develops a lot of add-ons for this ERP. And my team at Bankfeed, we work with this one product. If you don't know what Bankfeed is, it's, as I said, a Business Central add-on for the automatic import of bank statements into Business Central and automatic and accurate payment matching with invoices. So our goal with Bankfeed is to reach as many Microsoft partners as possible and to enable them to offer this add-on to their customers.
It sounds like a great product. So tell us a little bit about specifics of marketing of this product. So have you always been in B2B technology sector as a marketer?
Before Softera, I worked at a B2C company, which was very fast-paced, very stressful, complete opposite of where I am right now. And we, in the B2C market, a lot of the sales were based on discounts. They would work very well there. And here in B2B, they don't. The sales cycle in B2C is very short. It's very emotional. The buying process is emotional, and in the moment, here in B2B, the sales cycles are much longer. There are many decision makers involved in the process. The impact on marketing is not that sudden and not that clear. You can be doing a lot of things in marketing and only see the impact of that in half a year or a year. So that's quite tough emotionally, I would say, because you don't know if you are doing good or not for a while.
So tell us a little bit how it is to market your product in this specific market. Are you working globally or just locally? Is the market quite competitive? What does it take for you as a marketer to get in front of your buying audience?
With Bankfeed, the biggest challenge is that the product is built for Business Central users, and we are not able to identify which companies are using which ERP. So we basically have to kind of guess, broadcast, and see which companies pick up the message and identify as ones that are using Business Central and that want to use our product as well. That was one of the initial challenges for marketing with Bankfeed. We don't have that many competitors because most of the companies that do make the integrations with banks, they do it for their country, for the top banks in their country, and there are only a few competitors that do it globally as we do. So with Bankfeed, we cover more than 12,000 financial institutions in all European Union countries, in the UK, USA, and Canada. And there is probably one or two competitors that do something similar.
Because your product is built on Business Central, in your marketing strategy, do you position yourself as a Microsoft partner?
Yeah, we do. Even in the visuals, we want the customer and the partner to identify that it is a BC product. So we use screenshots for that. And in all of the communication, we try to mention as well that this is for the BC partner and for the BC customer. And as Softera as well, we of course identify ourselves as a strong Microsoft partner, and we try to be the best in BC. We leverage what Microsoft gives us, the marketing material about BC, because they are working a lot on the messaging, on the visuals for that, and we are fortunate enough to be able to use that marketing material for our own needs.
So it sounds like you are leveraging that partnership with Microsoft and making it work for you. Is partnership seen as a larger, area of marketing and sales? Do you partner with other companies as well? You are also a partner of Companial for many, many years. So I hope that this partnership is also bringing in some value for you. But talk a little bit about partnership as such. Is that an important thing for your marketing?
For the product marketing, it's the main thing, because as one company, we can only sell to as many customers as we can reach, but when we can sell through other partners with their help to sell to their customers, we can reach much more companies and help them to automate their processes. So partnership is crucial for us. Even in my marketing efforts, I don't focus that much on marketing for end users. Our goal is to reach partners and to motivate them, to enable them, to help them to talk to their customers about Bankfeed and other products.
Let's dive in now into what methods, what tactics you use in your marketing strategy. We spoke about B2B being a bit different to B2C, so there are longer cycles. You need to work a bit harder to convince your customer to buy your product. So there is a long process from the moment where a customer to be discovers your brand, right? They have a long consideration phase. They engage with your content, they consume your content. At some point they start talking to sales and have numerous conversations before at the end of the cycle they are ready to buy. So with this in mind, what tactics do you use to bring new business?
So there's like a failure story that I wanted to share with you, because normally with product marketing you would focus on promotion to end users, because when you bring end users, the partner wants to come to you, because the end user is going to the partner and saying we want that product. So we thought that's the correct way to do it as well, and we wanted to really test it out to see if that's the case for Bankfeed as well. So last January to July, we decided to work with a marketing agency and have a really complex marketing strategy to test out which channels would bring the most leads, basically what works and what doesn't. And we put quite a lot of money into that. We tried various types of Google ads, various types of LinkedIn ads, Facebook ads, and many other things. And we, depending on the results, we distributed the budgets accordingly and so on. And so we tested it out for half a year quite intensively. And we expected to have, let's say, 10 times more leads than previously what I could do by myself. But the reality was that we would get just a few more leads than before. And we understood that doing marketing to end users is not the best way, and it's not cost effective at all. So I cut all the digital marketing from last July, and the lead numbers are still growing without doing any promotion to end users. So now we are just focusing on attracting and retaining the partners and doing marketing through them to their customers.
Can you share with us, what does it take to create a successful marketing campaign? Like you say, in your case, you are not marketing to end users, but to partners with whom you can go to market together. What does it take to create a successful marketing campaign for Bankfeed? Is it the content? Is it the channels? Is it having a huge budget or a massive team or having some great ideas? What is the recipe for a successful marketing campaign?
I wish I would know the answer. If anyone knows, please reach out to me on LinkedIn.
It's a secret recipe, just for viewers' knowledge, but we can roughly speak about ingredients. For example, how do you go about creating content?
There are so many ingredients, and you have to test a lot of things to know what works and what doesn't. Content is one thing. As a marketing manager, I like to know enough about the product to be able to write some high-level content for that, like LinkedIn posts, some blog posts, but then there is like more thought leadership content where I would need input from consultants and the rest of the team. For example, when Copilot launched the reconciliation feature, which is one of the Bankfeed features as well, we wanted to write a blog post about that to tell the partners as well, will Copilot kill Bankfeed or not? So for that, I needed the team to get deep into the Copilot functionality and see what is the case, and then to write the content together with me because I couldn't do it on my own. But then there's other types of activities we do. We do a lot of webinars, but we try to do that with partners and for the partners' customers. We go to events to look for partners, and the Microsoft community is great about that because we have a lot of events during the year. And one of the events we look most forward to is Companial Connect, because we were there last year. And we have actually participated in the Companial Connect in the Nordic region, in the UK, and in the CEE region. And I have to say that CEE is probably the best because you are showcasing the partners. And we really loved that last year because we actually got some really amazing partnerships from that.
One of the great things being a marketer in the Microsoft world is that Microsoft really invests in its partners in terms of marketing and sales. Have you utilized Microsoft support in a go-to-market area, in the marketing and sales area? And what advice would you give to other Microsoft partners? What is the best way to go about using Microsoft support in that area?
So one thing is the material that they provide. You just need to localize it. But as far as Business Central marketing goes, you can definitely use that for your own needs. And the financial support as well. We are using the co-op budget. So basically, the more BC we sell, the more co-op budget we get, and then the more BC marketing we can do. So it's a positive cycle. And my advice for other partners would be to talk to the Microsoft account managers and find out about the marketing possibilities that there are, because there is much more than the co-op budget. There are many other things Microsoft can help with. Not everything applies to everyone, but you just have to find out about the possibilities and definitely use them.
In this conversation, I feel we talk a lot about partnerships, and it makes sense. So let's talk about one more important partnership, and this is a partnership of marketing with sales. Okay, let's call this collaboration. In the B-Tech marketing, we talk a lot about aligning marketing and sales. Okay, and sometimes sales, is being seen as a superstar of getting new business in our sector. How do you collaborate, or how do you partner with sales internally to deliver the best results?
We have a system. the system
you don't just improvise. Don't say, here are some leads for you.
Yeah, well, in our company, marketing generates the leads mostly, but sometimes the salespeople do cold calling or other things. once we generate the leads, we put them into Dynamics 365 Sales, the CRM system, and then the salespeople work with the leads. They email them, they call them, they qualify them, they do they arrange the demos, and so on. So I see marketing and sales as a duet, not like one is higher than the other. We work very closely, and my job is to help them sell as efficiently as possible. And if it's helping them with email templates, presentations, brochures, or whatever they need, I think I'm there to help them to achieve the goals.
You sound very modest when you say that, and I think that as marketers we are sometimes forced to be modest because it's the sales that close the deal, right? So it's the sales that get all the praise and applause for closing the new deal, if it's a closed won, of course, because sometimes we have closed lost as well, but they get all the praise. As marketers, we're sometimes more modest, but I think we should be less modest and talk about our successes.
Yeah, but when they win the deal, you check the source of the lead and you see if it was like a marketing generated lead. When you can feel that you had something impact on the win.
That is a really nice feeling. So tell us, do you have a favorite project that you have worked on at Softera, or a success that you would like to tell us about?
Definitely Bankfeed is my favorite project, but that is because of the team. I think we created a very strong team of people who care about the product, about the customers and the partners, and most importantly about each other. Our goal is to conquer the world as fast as possible, because we think that the competition could be there and that Microsoft could do what we do at some point. So we want to be quick, but this team, in 2 years that we have been working with Bankfeed actively, we have now more than 300 customers and more than 80 active partners. So I would say that these are quite good numbers.
Was it just all achieved by one person, yourself, as a marketing manager
of
a product? Is there a big team behind you?
There is a team. There are the technical people, the development team, who think about the features that would help us stand out from the competition. And then there are the partner managers who, in our case, can show the demos. So they are like a pre-sales consultant, sometimes even consultants. They are working with the partners as well as the end users, so they can do a lot of things. And they are very driven. They also, as I said, care a lot about the product and about its success, and they believe in it a lot. So this drive helps a lot.
What I like about what you just said is that marketing doesn't end in the marketing department. So marketing cannot exist separately from developers who are developing the product, client success manager. The marketing sort of becomes a center of excellence, right, for everybody to get involved with. Is it easy to engage other people across the company to, get their help to sell the product?
For the most part, it is easy. When it comes to webinars or public speaking, it is hard, but that's just people. But as you said, marketing doesn't end with just me. I'm actually really bad with ideas. I don't come up with ideas that easily, and I have a team for that, and I know which people are good with ideas. And even when we were last year in Directions EMEA, I was just a support person. All the marketing that the team came up with, we did just on the spot crazy things. You know, there was a photo wall, a live photo wall last year in Directions EMEA, and we would just photobomb it all so that the whole wall would be from our photos with Bankfeed and everything. And then we thought after the keynote or before it, we should stand at the door so that all the people who go in or out would see us. Maybe we can even give brochures, and it's for free.
Yeah.
So the team just come up with those ideas.
Yeah, you need in equal measure planned marketing activities or see immediate opportunities where you can do some improvisation with marketing. I love that. Each time I talk about marketing, no amount of time is enough. Some people who don't do marketing say that marketing is not a rocket science, but when you start, going into detail, sometimes I think it's quite close to rocket science as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. And if you found our conversation with Aiste interesting and would like to learn more about marketing, sales, and business growth as a Microsoft partner, in Companial we have a go-to-market hub which you could be interested in, and we have a whole library of learning materials on go-to-market subjects. The best place to start learning would be a knowledge hub in the resources area on a Companial website. Thank you and see you soon.